Welcome to another episode of Tenali's Tales. Today I will bring you a clever and amusing story of Tenali Rama, where wisdom defeats arrogance. This tale is called Tenali Rama and the Rich Man's Folly. It's a story about pride, greed, and how Rama's wit teaches a wealthy man a lesson he will never forget. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this timeless tale of wisdom and laughter. In the kingdom of Vijayanagara, where wisdom and wit ruled alongside might and majesty, there lived a man whose very name commanded both laughter and respect, Tenali Rama. He was the jewel in King Krishnadeva Raya's court, known for his clever tongue and quick thinking. His jests were sharp but never cruel. His insights, though wrapped in humor, often held the deepest truths. One sweating summer day, word reached the court about a wealthy man in the city. His name was Venkata Swami, and his riches were said to outshine even some of the nobility. He had caravans of horses, warehouses stuffed with silk and spices, and granaries that could feed entire districts. But despite his wealth, he was arrogant and miserly. He looked down upon the poor and saw little value in either kindness or humility. This merchant had recently built a grand mansion in the heart of Vijayanagara. Its walls were gilded, the doors adorned with ivory, and fountains bubbled in the courtyards. He held banquets often, not out of generosity, but to display his wealth and feed his pride. One morning, the court was buzzing with chatter. Venkata Swami had insulted a group of farmers by refusing to aid them in famine, sneering that their poverty was the result of laziness and lack of intelligence. When Krishnadeva Raya heard this, his brows furrowed. The king disliked arrogance and was always quick to correct injustice. He summoned Tenali Rama. "Rama," he said, "this rich merchant is spoiling the harmony of my city. His wealth has blinded him to humility. I want you to teach him a lesson that he will never forget. But do so in your own way, cleverly and without malice." Tenali Rama bowed with a mischievous twinkle in his eyes. "Majesty, I shall wear a trap of his own folly. The merchant will learn where true wealth lies." So, the next week, Venkata Swami organized a feast for the noble, merchants, and courtiers. He wanted to boast about his opulence once more, and he spared no expense. Golden plates were laid out, dancers entertained the guests, and fragrant dishes filled the hall. Dressed in fine silk with fingers adorned with jewel rings, Venkata Swami strutted about like a peacock. And as fate would have it, Tenali Rama also appeared, with a simple dhoti and serene smile. He contrasted sharply with the glittering guests. But he was welcomed, for none dared to exclude Krishnadeva Raya's court jester. "Ah, Rama," said the merchant with a smirk, "welcome to my humble feast. Do tell me, how do you like my mansion? Surely its magnificence surpasses even the king's palace." Rama chuckled, his eyes scanning the golden decorations. "Truly splendid, my friend. But tell me, is it you who is wealthy, or is it the riches that are under your roof? Without them, would you still command the same respect?" The merchant puffed up his chest. "Nonsense! Wealth is power. A man without riches is like a lamp without oil, dark and useless." Rama's lips curved with amusement as he nodded silently. He knew the stage was set. Later, during the feast, when the merriment was at its peak, Rama raised his voice. "Esteemed guests, I have a challenge for our generous host. Since he values wealth above all else, let us test its true worth." The crowd grew curious, and Venkata Swami, eager to show off, agreed. "Go on, Rama. What is this test?" "It is simple," Rama declared. "Let us see whether wealth follows a man or whether it is the man who carries wealth. I propose that tomorrow morning all of us join our noble host at the city gates. There we shall witness whether riches hold loyalty to their master or not." The merchant, basking in attention, agreed without hesitation. He was certain the challenge would only glorify his fortune. That night, Tenali Rama prepared his plan. At dawn, he disguised himself as a poor beggar with rags for clothing and ash smeared on his face. He went to the city gates where many had already gathered, eager to see the contest. Soon, Venkataswamy arrived riding an ornamented horse, followed by servants bearing trays of jewels, gold, and silk. The townsfolk gasped at the splendor, while the merchants swelled with pride. Then Rama, still in disguise, approached and cried out, "Good people, behold this wondrous thing! A man claims his wealth belongs to him, but I will prove that it is he who belongs to his wealth." The crowd murmured in curiosity. Rama then clapped his hands, and a group of children he had secretly arranged ran forward. They snatched at Venkataswamy's trays, grabbing handfuls of coins and scattering them on the ground. Like birds rushing to spilled grain, the golden coins glittered in the dirt. Immediately, the servants panicked, chasing the children, and treasures spilled further and further away. As the wealth rolled from his sight, Venkataswamy, without thinking, leapt for his horses and ran after it, tripping over his robes in undignified haste. The nobles and townsfolk burst into laughter. His jeweled ring fell to the ground in his scramble, but his mind was fixed only on recovering his gold. Amid the ruckus, Rama flung off his disguise. Revealing himself, he stood proudly and declared, "See how the man runs after his wealth, like a slave chasing his master? He has not owned the riches, they own him." The crowd erupted in cheers and laughter, and some cried out, "True words, Rama, true words." If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And for more stories like this, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one with another twist, another tale, and another truth. Bye bye, see you very soon.